Great. Hi, everyone. Sorry to have canceled lab this morning, but I do have a water cycle activity for you to walk through that is very similar to what we would have done in class. It's pretty simple and fun. Okay. You'll see a brief review of the water cycle here on my webpage. And then this is the information as far as what we're going to be doing today. So I've got the details of what you need in your lab notebook, which those lab notebooks will be due next week as well, along with the practical exam. That way you have those notebooks to continue studying and reviewing and updating the information over the course of this next week. Okay? If you have any questions about those, please just email me or stop by office hours tomorrow. So what we're going to be doing is working our way through a variety of different locations representing places in the natural environment where water would be found. Okay? One of the most important things to keep in mind here is what change is occurring as you move from one location to another. For example, if you are going from the cloud down to a glacier, you have just gone through precipitation. If you've gone from an animal back out into the atmosphere, or animal into the cloud in this example, and then you've basically gone through respiration or transpiration, okay, gone from a liquid to a gas. Right? How the activity works, okay, I have the water cycle scorecard, which is the worksheet for today. If you need to print out, you can see a copy of it over here on the right side of the screen. And what you'll be doing is starting by picking somewhere for your water molecule to begin. Any of the stations work. Then you're going to be rolling a die, which you can use a normal 6-sided die or use a digital dice roller like I have linked here. And then you're going to be following the instructions for where you randomly go as you move through the environment. Okay. So we walk through my example here. I chose to start in the cloud, so I'm starting as water vapor. We're counting the cloud as a gas for this activity because it's the only, we're kind of counting it as the atmosphere and the clouds themselves. Do remember that once you're a cloud, the water has already condensed. It's just very, very, very tiny little water droplets. Okay. Roll my dice. I get a 4. So then if you click on the station that you're at, then you will be able to view the larger version. If I roll 4, I find out that I just fell as snow onto a glacier. So I went from the cloud to the glacier as precipitation. Okay? And then write that down here on my water cycle scorecard. So I would have written down cloud, and then snowing onto a glacier, and then where my destination is. Okay, so I would have cloud, the info, then glacier. Okay? That means that line 2 is going to start with a glacier. Okay, and click on this station. I will write what happens to me after I roll my dice, and then I will write my destination, and that destination is what will start here for line 3. Okay. Just keep going with that process, just rocking and rolling as a water droplet until you get to the bottom of your score page. This is the worksheet that you'll hand in for your grade next week. And you'll use this data along with data that I have posted here from one of my previous classes to create a graph examining which stations, remember these are locations in the environment, which stations people are at the most. So where is the water on the earth most of the time? Okay, so use this data here to create your graph. Got some guidelines down here for you, along with the discussion questions as well. Okay, please remember with the discussion and with pretty much any part of these lab notebooks, it's not a worksheet where you're writing out a series of questions. Number 1, this is the answer. Number 2, write it as complete sentences, and please make sure to review the guidelines for the lab manuals, for the lab notebooks as you're writing up your entry for each exercise. Hopefully I will be back at closer to 100% next week, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for your lecture exam, and then again on Thursday for your lab practical. I will be here for my office hours tomorrow morning, so just stop by if you have any questions. Thanks.